Alright boys, we're going to keep the player reviews rolling, and up next on the list of player reviews is going to be none other than Abedi Pelle. Now from the player pick, you can choose between Hamsik, Abedi Pelle, and then also Cordoba. And if you guys did watch the Hamsik player review, I did say that I think that he would be the most popular option. With Abedi Pelle, I feel like he's definitely a little bit of like an underrated hero card. You don't see him too often, but he is very good in game. He stands at 5'9", has the explosive acceleration type, left-footed with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. And as of recording the video, the price of the SBC and how much he's going for on the market is pretty similar. Now he can play both the center attacking mid and left mid positions, and looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, 91 pace and then also 91 dribbling. With the meta this year kind of being like your smaller, more agile type of players, I mean, he should fit this year's style of play pretty well. If you do prefer kind of like your smaller, more agile type of players that are really quick in game, very responsive, then he might actually be like the best option from the player pick for you. One area of his game that I would most definitely look at improving a little bit more, boys, is his 83 shooting and then also his 66 physical, especially if you do want to use him in that more advanced position. Like, it's not bad. He has 83 attacking, positioning, 80 finishing, but it can most definitely be a lot better. And as you guys can see on your screens right now, we did give him the marksman chemistry style, and with the marksman chemistry style, boys, he actually gets a very nice upgrade. He can only have the explosive acceleration type, so that's not going to change anything, but he is going to get 87 shooting, 95 dribbling, and then also 70 physical. I mean, 95 dribbling, I mean, that's easily going to be the standout stat from the card, and like in those more advanced positions, you would expect him to be very good at creating a few chances and then also for him to be very clinical. Now, in terms of playstyles, he does have 5 different playstyles, but I feel like 2 out of the 5 aren't really effective in game. He has acrobatic and then also inventive. Now, don't get me wrong, the inventive passing playstyle is a decent playstyle to have, but I mean, you do have to create some pretty good angles and kind of like force it onto his left foot to really use that. But don't fear, boys, he does have incisive pass, the rapid playstyle plus, and then also the quick step, man. Those 3 are most definitely going to carry the card forward. And I would say the main letdown for the card is the fact that he doesn't have a scoring playstyle that is really effective in game, and then he also needs maybe like an extra passing playstyle to really take his game to another level. So with the way that the card is set up and the player roles that he does have 2 player role pluses as a wide playmaker and then also as a playmaker. Now, he does have incisive pass, so you can use him as a playmaker, but he does also have a player role plus as a shadow striker, and I feel like that might actually be the best way to go ahead and use him. He definitely has the pace to play out wide, but I feel like in the central position is kind of like where the card is going to excel, especially with his really good passing and dribbling. Now, with the cost of the SBC being 250,000 coins and you also having the choice between choosing him, Marik Hamsik, and then also Cordoba, it's going to be really interesting to compare the 3 and see whether or not he's actually the best option. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good Abedi Pelle really is. Alright boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using Abedi Pelle, and we are going to be using him as a center attacking mid, a left-sided center attacking mid in the 4-3-2-1. We did give him the marksman chemistry style, so first things first, man, let's just go ahead and test out the card's left stick dribbling. I mean, he should be very quick and very responsive on the ball, so if those are the type of players that you prefer, he should fit your style of play. He doesn't have like the press proven or the tactical play style, which I mean is a bit of a letdown for the card, but he does keep it very close. Like, very good left stick dribbling. Now, as that center attacking mid, we're looking for him to be very clinical with the marksman chem style, but we're also going to try to create a lot of chances with him, especially with the passing play styles that he has. So yeah, man, let's see if we can get off to a good start in game number 1. Now, we did signal him to make that run. The rapid play style plus was going to be really important. Fake shot. Abedi Pelle, boys. That's actually great sprint speed. The shot could have been a little bit better. Keep in mind, boys, he has like 80 attacking positioning and like 83 finishing, something like that. So even with the marksman chemistry style, it might not be anything too crazy, especially with no scoring playstyles that are effective either. That's how we should be able to win the header. All right, man. A little bit of counter-attacking football right here. Benzema, I'm going to play it through. That's a lovely run, boys. The pace is easily going to be the standout stat, man. Once you break that defensive line, it's going to be very difficult to catch up to him. And that shot right there was actually much better. I'm going to let him off the hook, boys. I feel like that first shot that we took with him, my aim should have been better. Abedi Pelle, lovely turn, man. The 95 dribbling with marksman, very, very nice. Now, a little bit of tiki-taka football right here, man. We are moving the ball pretty well. This guy does like to track back with De Jong quite a bit. Abedi Pelle, going to go far post. Hey, come on, man. Come on. I know I put a lot of power behind that shot, but I'm pretty sure we hit the crossbar and the post. You don't see that too often. But that's definitely how we're going to, like, win this game, is by getting Abedi Pelle in behind. Oh, boys, that's great attacking positioning. Spin him. Great skill move onto his left foot. Finesse shot. What a finish, boys. What a finish. That skill move right there to open up a little bit of space was very nice. That's great. Yeah, boys. I mean, if you do prefer your smaller, more agile type of players, like, it's definitely going to fit your style of play. Lovely turn again. This guy's going with like a lot of second man press. Rapid play style plus, man. Maybe could have released a shot a little bit sooner. Oh, Benzema, boys. That's a good tackle. Abedi Pelle, swerve ball. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like his passing at the moment, like, isn't anything too crazy. Great turn. Regular shot. Lovely finish, boys. A lot of power behind that shot. The passing at the moment, I don't know. He doesn't really feel like a playmaker. He feels like a little bit more like a shadow striker. Oh, the AI defending right there, boys, literally saved us. Benzema, first time over the top through ball. That's good. Up against Frimpong as well, man. We all know how quick he is. Just go for a regular shot, man. Yeah, the pace and dribbling, easily the two standout stats. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go, and so far, so good. Now, if we had to compare, like, how OP a player is, man, I feel like Hamsik is maybe just a little bit more OP compared to Abedi Pelle. But with that being said, a lot of it is going to come down to, like, what you need for your starting 11. I feel like both of them are really good options for the SBC. But yeah, man, let's see get off to a good start in game number 2. Adair Militao, hold up. Ooh, I didn't really expect his defensive line to step right there. Pelle, good ball. Passing was a little bit hit and miss in game number 1, so we might have to test that out a little bit more. Now, a little bit of a scrappy start to this game. Abedi Pelle, he might try to step with Rudiger. He's not afraid to step with the center backs. That's a good ball. Park, drop it back. Abedi, first touch has to be better, man. Kind of just allow the fullback to get back in position pretty easily. Drop it back, Benzema, double tap. Great ball. Pelle, first time. He moved his goalkeeper, boys. He's moved his goalkeeper. Abedi Pelle, let's just go ahead and take our space right here, boys. Drop it back, first time through ball. Kind of want to go power shot. I'm going to go R3 touch. Look for the cutback. Great ball, boys. Great ball. That's the playmaking ability that we're looking for. Don't get me wrong, boys. Like, you can create a lot of chances with him. I just feel like you're going to have to use a lot of his, like, pace and dribbling to, like, create really good angles to where, like, the pass isn't too difficult. Nice. Now play through. What a ball, man. What a ball. Those late runs have been really, really difficult to stop. Near post. Lovely finish, boys. He does have 4-star weak foot, so you really don't have to force it onto his left foot. Like, the right-footed finishing is pretty good. Through the middle. Now we got Benzema in a little bit of space. Abedi Pelle, that's a good pass. Might have to look for a cutback. No, we'll just go low driven. Ooh, we moved his goalkeeper as well, but somehow he still got the save. Abedi Pelle, he'll teal. And again, do get a little bit of jam, boys. Do get a little bit of jam. That's like the 45th minute, you know, where you just scored that goal. Let him cook, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna reverse it back to him. First time he'll teal. I feel like the heel teal first time is actually really good. Cut back into Benzema. Lovely play, boys. We'll take that. I feel like we're starting to get used to him a little bit more. Like, the playmaking ability is actually pretty good. Drop it back. He's going to step right there. That's going to open up a little bit of space. Gonna go over the top. All right, that's not a bad ball. Cut back. Benzema finish. Kind of like a carbon copy of, like, the goal that we scored a couple minutes ago, but the cutbacks have actually been pretty accurate. I like him, man. I feel like Abedi Pelle, I mean, you don't see him too often, but he is a very good hero card. Busquets, great interception, boys. I'm going to just ping it to Abedi Pelle. Great skill move. R3 touch. Gonna go finesse shot. 4-star weak foot. Great finish, boys. He actually moved his goalkeeper to the near post right there. The marksman chemistry style has actually been working really well with the card. Alright, boys. So after using Abedi Pelle in a few games of division rivals, I think that is safe to say that he's a very solid player in game. But is he better than Marek Hamsik? I'm gonna say no, boys. I'm gonna say no. I feel like Hamsik has a more OP feel in game compared to Abedi Pelle, but that doesn't make Abedi Pelle like a bad player. I feel like he's still a very good player for this stage of FC 26. Now, as you guys know, we used him as a shadow striker in the 4-3-2-1 formation with the marksman chemistry style, and I feel like from an attacking perspective, he can do everything pretty well. In game number 1, I was a little bit worried about his passing because for some reason, it just wasn't very accurate, but in game number 2, I feel like the playmaking ability was actually really good. And I feel like that playmaking ability actually works really well because he does have the 91 dribbling, man. With the marksman chemistry style, actually 95 dribbling. So, like, he's very good in those tight spaces. So, once you create a really good angle or, like, a little bit of an opening, you can go for that, like, incisive pass. The dribbling for me personally was the standout stat for the card as he was very quick and very responsive. And then in those more advanced positions, he's definitely clinical and he can also create a lot of chances. The main letdowns that I did notice with the card is the fact that his physicality is a little bit lower. Like, late in the game, he is quite tired. So, definitely keep that in mind. And then, like, he isn't the strongest of players on and off the ball. And then he could obviously use like an extra play style that's a little bit more effective than the acrobatic because you are kind of like relying on just like his regular finishing with him. Now, as of recording the video, Abedi Pelle is currently going on the market for 270,000 coins and the cost of the SBC is like 250, 260k. On top of that, boys, you do also get 4 packs in return, so a little bit more value back right there. I feel like the value of the SBC is actually pretty decent, and the set of players that we got with this player pick are actually quite effective and still very close to the power curve. Now, I'm obviously going to give you guys my top 3 options for the player pick, but we do still have to do a player review for Cordoba. But at the moment, at number 1, I'm going Hamsik, number 2, Abedi Pelle. So yeah, man, if you are looking for a midfielder that's very good on the ball and technically very balanced, I feel like Hamsik is easily going to be the best option for you. But if you do prefer kind of like your smaller, more agile type of players that are really good on the ball, that have really good left stick dribbling, I mean, Abedi Pele is a great option for you as well. A lot of it is going to come down to like the team that you're trying to build and the position that you're looking to improve. But Hamsik for me is still the best option from the player pick in that number 2 Abedi Pele. Be on the lookout for the Cordoba player review because that is going to be next on the channel. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.